Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Summerslam pay-per-view pre-show. We are live from Brooklyn, New York, here in the Barclays Center. And we've got a pretty good show for you tonight, this Saturday night. This very special episode of Saturday Night's Main Event, which, like I've already said, is the Summerslam pre-show. And then tomorrow night, Summerslam. Now, I can tell you right off the bat, the SummerSlam pre-show's got 3 matches. We've got Brock Lesnar versus Sin Cara, Konnor versus Viktor, and then the World Heavyweight Championship Tournament Finals, Finn Balor versus Mark Henry. We'll get into those later on tonight. And along with that, I'll also give you my predictions for tonight and tomorrow night. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into my predictions. So first things first, we got Brock Lesnar, Sin Cara. This match came to be because Brock Lesnar, he's simply just furious that Sin Cara has been doing constant German suplexes in his matches, and Brock thinks he's the only one that can do German suplexes. My prediction for the matchup, see, I originally wrote out Sin Cara in matches a long time ago, and he's probably wrong each and every time. So this time, I'm going to go for Sin Cara. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I told the camera people to make sure the camera was steady. They didn't listen to me. But nonetheless, our next matchup is Konnor versus Viktor, the 2 Ascension members going at it after Konnor turned his back on Viktor during a tag team matchup on SmackDown. And now, this matchup is a little harder to predict, but I have to go with Konnor in this one, just for the simple fact Konnor's got way more momentum than Viktor. Does that mean I want Konnor to win personally? Because I don't. But I'm predicting Konnor to pick up the win. And then finally, the World Heavyweight Championship Tournament Finale. Finn Balor, Mark Henry. And then of course this tournament came to be after bragging rights with the general manager of SmackDown, Edge, making the announcement. We had qualifiers, and then 8 men scheduled to face each other until a winner was found. And Finn Balor's path started off with the former World Heavyweight Champion Daniel Bryan, where he picked up the win using the Bloody Sunday. And then he picked up the win over Dean Ambrose. And then finally, Mark Henry, on the other hand, he faced Kane, picked up the win, and then faced AJ Styles. That's who he faced, and picked up the win. So that's why we got this matchup. And I have to say, Finn Balor, since he came to SmackDown, has just had unbelievable momentum, winning majority of his matches. I've got to give this one to Finn Balor. That's what I think about the SummerSlam pre-show. Now let's get into the 7 matches on the actual SummerSlam cards. First things first, we got the Women's Championship match between Charlotte and the champion Natalya. And neither woman has been featured too often in Universe mode, but Natalya, she's got lots of momentum from defeating Nikki Bella, who at the time was the longest reigning champion in Universe mode history. I'm going Natalya. Then after that, we've got the WWE Tag Team Championship match between the Social Outcast and the champions, the Dangerous Alliance. And the Social Outcast, they've only been winning their matches recently from Fandango poking people in the eye and hitting the leg drop. But they have had a lot of momentum, so they could pick up the win. But, personally, I don't think you can bet against the Dangerous Alliance, at least not yet anyway. So Dangerous Alliance is who I'm picking to win. And then, a matchup that may surprise you, just a little bit. That's a United States Championship 6-pack challenge, elimination 6-pack challenge. As we've got the current champion Roman Reigns set to defend against Samoa Joe, John Cena, Sami Zayn, Zack Ryder, and Curtis Axel. All these men on the last episode of Raw, they were battling each other and to some kind of mixed results. And so we got this matchup, elimination 6-pack challenge. And I've got to go with Samoa Joe. He's the most dominant. He's looked the best throughout, just the coming weeks. And I say Samoa Joe's beating Roman Reigns and everyone else, But after that, we've got a #1 contenders tag team matchup to see who will be the next contenders for the Dudley Boys World Tag Team titles on SmackDown, between Tyson Kidd and Antonio Cesaro against the Wyatt families Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper. Now, Kidd and Cesaro, they've got more momentum. Again, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. The cameramen really need to fix this camera setup. They've got a really bad tripod holding the camera up. Yeah, I'm calling all of you out. Nonetheless, got Tyson Kidd and Cesaro against the Wyatt family. And Kidd and Cesaro, they've got way more momentum than the Wyatt family. So again, I'm going with Kidd and Cesaro for that fact. And then we've got the World Heavyweight Championship match between the winner of the World Heavyweight Championship tournament, who I'm saying is Finn Balor, against Kevin Owens. And now, I say, again, Finn Balor just has too much momentum to be stopped. He's taking that title from Kevin Owens. And then we got the WWE Championship matchup between Seth Rollins, the former champion, against Christian, against the current champion Triple H. And again, same thing as previous. Christian's got way too much momentum to be stopped. He's got everybody's numbers, picking up wins over everybody in the matchup. Christian, I say, walks out with the title. And then finally, our main event is the loser leaves WWE winner takes all match between James Merkerson and Adam Daniels, the TV champion versus the Intercontinental champion. And I say Adam Daniels picks up the win. I think Daniels is going to somehow overcome the odds. He's going to somehow pick up a win over James Merkerson, who says he can't beat someone legit. Not to mention also that I just, gotten word before we went live that this matchup for the main event has been made an Extreme Rules contest. So anything can happen now. And I think that's going to play into the factor of Adam Daniels. But anyway, those are my predictions for all the matches from the pre-show to the main event of SummerSlam. And I will join you at ringside so we can get into the first matchup here on the pre-show, which is Brock Lesnar versus Sin Cara. Let's get into that matchup. And we are live for the SummerSlam pre-show. We're right here sitting in the Barclays Center with this packed house tonight. And we've got the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, making his way to the ring. As we know, he's set to go 1-on-1 with one half of the Lucha Dragons, Sin Cara. Now, of course, like I said, we've got Brock Lesnar in the ring, and that's very interesting. Because this matchup really shouldn't be a matchup to begin with, as Brock's just mad that Sin Cara is doing German suplexes, but Earth to Brock Lesnar, you're not the only guy in wrestling that can do a suplex, let alone a German suplex. It's a common wrestling maneuver. Get over it. But nonetheless, I'm gonna shut up before Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman come after me, because that's always bad news. But anyway, Brock's requested this matchup. He's got the matchup, and I just don't see the point in this matchup personally. But nonetheless, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Sin Cara has proven that not only is he a tough competitor that has technically got a victory over Brock Lesnar in the past, granted that is through a battle royal, but Sin Cara's no joke. He's proven that in the past, and we'll just have to wait and see if he can pick up the win or not over Lesnar. As he's coming out to the ring now, as you can see. Like I said in the predictions just moments ago, I honestly do believe that Sin Cara pick up the win. But I'm not here to make predictions. For the most part, at this moment in time, I'm here to be an unbiased commentator. I'm here to call the action like I see it. And that's exactly what I'm going to do as the match is underway. Sin Cara running straight after him. A German release suplex from Brock Lesnar. Welcome to Suplex City already, Sin Cara. This was a huge knee to the skull. And this matchup, I would say it's going to be either Sin Cara speeding around the ring or Lesnar doing what he just did, just straight up, being a brute force outpowering Sin Cara. As we've seen a German and a normal suplex in this matchup. Oh, but Sin Cara reversed that and dropped Lesnar with a back suplex there. Well, not everything's perfect for Lesnar in this case, but there's a crucifix. One, and only a one. Way too early. But that could wear Lesnar down. Now, Sin Cara waiting for Lesnar to get to his feet. Going for a springboard. I don't know what he was going for, but it's obvious he did not get all of it. It barely got any of it, but Sin Cara nonetheless still with the upper hand as there was that kick to the back. Now he's bringing him up to his feet. Going for a power bomb. No! Lesnar with a back drop. Lesnar reversing to the back body drop, and now just raining down the right hand to the mask. I was going to say the face, but nope, to the mask of Sin Cara. And now Lesnar's got the upper hand once again, as Lesnar with a backbreaker. And another one. 2 straight backbreakers. And a kick right to the midsection. A kick to the back as well. Oh, look at Lesnar. The deadlift powerbomb. Lesnar is ridiculously strong and powerful. Now just taunting Sin Cara as he slams him to the canvas once again. Well, looks like this matchup is going to be all Brock Lesnar. As once again just taunting Sin Cara, saying, yeah, bring it. But going for a suplex. And Sin Cara with a reversal. And oh, went for a springboard moonsault. Sin Cara came down and kicked Lesnar square in the mouth. Now, but nonetheless, it's got him the upper hand. And he's got Brock Lesnar literally on the ropes. Oh, Sin Cara, what's he setting up for? A crossbody on the second rope. Crossbody with Lesnar draped across the second rope, heading up to the top rope, the higher district, as there's a moonsault. Hooks both legs. One. Only a one again. I would have thought that may have got a surprise 2 count, but I'm wrong. As here's a Northern Lights bridge, but a rope break once again. That was just bad ring positioning. And when I say once again, I mean for the first time, obviously. Sometimes I screw up my own words. We all know that. But nonetheless, there was a German suplex from Sin Cara. Oh, and look at this. Sin Cara with a second one. Of course, Brock Lesnar, one of his main maneuvers is the trifecta, the hat trick of Germans. And I think Sin Cara may be wanting to do that himself. Oh, but Brock reversed it into one of his own. Wow, did not expect that. Now Lesnar with a Saito suplex. Just tossing Sin Cara halfway across the ring. And now he's showing Sin Cara what 3 real German suplexes are, I guess. As there's the second. And there's the hat trick. Now Lesnar just taunting Sin Cara again, daring Sin Cara to get back to his feet. There's a clothesline, and boy oh boy would that one have made JBL proud. Because that sure as hell was a clothesline from hell. And once again just telling Sin Cara to get to his feet if there's another clothesline. And once again Brock Lesnar just taunting Sin Cara. Spins him around. And look at this, a German from behind. This matchup is now all Brock Lesnar. And now Brock going for a suplex. Once again it got reversed. As there's a forearm. Sin Cara with a lucky reversal. And look at this, a Samoan drop. Samoan drop from Sin Cara. Now Sin Cara going up to the top rope. You know he had been set up for that swanton, but he took too much time. We'll see if he's still able to capitalize. Just on a Hurricane Rana. Diving Hurricane Rana. He didn't go into a cover because you know he wants the Swanton Bomb right now. And there it is. Swanton Bomb. Sin Cara hooks it like he could have Lesnar. 1, 2, no! Brock kicks out at a count of 2.5. And Sin Cara can't believe it. 1, 2, and another kick out. Wow. And Sin Cara, once again, he is absolutely in disbelief and not even a 1 count that time. Sin Cara, it's going to take more than that to beat Brock Lesnar. But he's going for another German. And Brock once again reverses into one of his own. And just like that, Brock Lesnar once again with the upper hand. As he's got Sin Cara into the corner. Oh, look at this. Here's another German. I hope somebody's keeping track of all the suplexes in this matchup. As we're getting 3 more. As there's the second. Because Brock Lesnar once again looking for the hat trick. And there it is. Now Brock off the second rope. We don't see Brock fly. But he connected with the double forearm drop. Driving both his forearms. And Brock just on the apron, just kind of toying with everybody. Making him think he was going to go up to the top rope. But we know Lesnar, he doesn't go to the top rope. Unless it's to try and hit a bad shooting star press. But Brock, ever since, those, German reversals, as there was another German release, Sin Cara has been out of it since Brock started reversing the Germans. And look at this, a clothesline. Sin Cara ran right into that one. Or should I say rebounded right into it. There's another one. Brock Lesnar's now Brock is just toying with Sin Cara. He's just doing the mind games. Now look at this. Going for the hat trick once again. And Sin Cara, he's defenseless at this point. I'll be surprised if he knows where he's at. Brock, this is getting ridiculous. Just put him away. Seriously, Brock, just put the man away. He's had enough. Just end it. Okay, finally, that's what Lesnar's gonna do. As here is an F5. Just pin the man, Brock. Seriously, Brock, just pin the man. He's had enough. Seriously, seriously, Brock, this is completely unprofessional. As here's another F5. Okay, Brock, you've made your point. Damn it, Lesnar. You've made your point. Just put the man away. As Brock, you see, he's got the lifeless body up one more time. And here's a third F5. Seriously, this was ridiculous, Brock. Come on. No one kicks out of 1 F5, let alone 3. I think we may need medical attention or something for Sin Cara. I don't know, but like I said, this was unprofessional for Brock Lesnar, and there might be hell to pay for him on Monday Night Raw because he may have just severely injured one of Kurt Angle's performers. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that. Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now, Brock? I swear, if I was a performer right now, I'd get in there myself. But I'm not. It's just... Seriously, this is absolutely unprofessional. It's ridiculous. Brock Lesnar just being an absolute bully. And no one's going to come out to save Sin Cara. No one wants to deal with Brock Lesnar. It's just really ridiculous. Like I've said probably 10 times now. Just hammering away. And the ref, senior official John Cone, he can't do anything about it. I mean, what's he going to do? He steps into the middle of Brock Lesnar in Sin Cara right now, he's just going to eat an F5 first tumbles probably. You know Brock Lesnar doesn't care if he gets fined for anything. Brock does what he wants. Just look at this. There's a knee right into the gut, the midsection. And Brock, he's out here to make a statement. Of course, I don't condone his actions, as I hope none of you condone his actions. But here's a fourth F5, and somebody just get security, get this man out of here. He's done enough. Get medical attention for Sin Cara. Anyway, after that disaster, we've got the next matchup here on the pre-show. We've got Konnor versus Viktor, the two Ascension members going at it. Of course, here we are, Viktor of the formerly of the Ascension, and he's ready. He looks ready. He looks fired up, and that's great news. Because he's definitely going to need to be fired up to take on Konnor. And of course, in tag team action, Konnor and Adam Daniels picked up a win over James Merkerson and Viktor on that go-home episode of SmackDown. But Viktor, he's fired up right now. He's looking ready to go. Something I'm surprised about, though, is Viktor still wearing the Ascension attire. I am honestly surprised on that. But nonetheless, we've got Konnor coming out to the ring right now. And that's a good thing. You know, the quicker we can get this match underway, the quicker we can get what just happened and put that behind us. You know, just bury that with a golden shovel. But nonetheless, Konnor, you see, he's changed up his attire a bit. And he looks absolutely just on, you know, he's just focused, and you can tell it. We'll have to see if being focused like he is, like Viktor is, and, you know. Because, you know, personally, I still haven't figured out why Konnor turned on Viktor. I don't know. It was just, you know, I thought when Konnor clotheslined Viktor to the back of the neck, it was just, you know, miscommunication. But anyway, the match is underway now. They're just staring at each other. And Viktor just, you know, got punched right in the mouth as these two men just firing away. As there's an uppercut. And once again, just staring at each other. And Konnor blocks the shot. And responded with one of his own. Like I said, these two men just hammering away. These two, you know, former best friends and now bitter enemies. I wish I could figure out why Konnor broke up the Ascension, but I haven't figured that out yet. But it's Viktor once again with the upper hand, as there's an uppercut. Very Cesaro-esque on that uppercut. And now just delivering elbows to the spine of Konnor. But Konnor with a reversal. And a punch right to the midsection. Now Konnor just clubbing away. Doing what he does best. As there's an axe handle to the back. Of course, these two men, this will be a very interesting matchup for both these men because they were partners for so long. When you're in a tag team for that long with somebody, you learn who they are. And you learn their, you know, wrestling style. So I would expect personally quite a bit of counters. And I would be surprised if we actually didn't see that, you know. Because like I said, you know, these two men, they were best friends. They traveled together. They know each other. So if we didn't see a whole bunch of, you know, reversals to each other's moves as there's a headbutt, you know, it would be shocking. But nonetheless, Viktor with an uppercut. And these two men have just been going back back and forth. There's a huge high knee. Got a 1, a 2, and there's a kick out from Konnor at a count of 2. Pretty early to count. But proves Viktor's been wearing him down. There's a clothesline. Sliding clothesline. Now Viktor just waiting for him to get up. As there's another clothesline. Back-to-back sliding clotheslines. And Viktor, you know he wants revenge for what Konnor did 2 weeks ago. But Konnor's got the upper hand now. As he's just got Viktor draped over that top rope. Just pulling him by the head. And a face buster. Just not even much of a face buster. Just slamming the face right into that canvas. Now just tossing him by the neck. Konnor is, he's almost like a mercenary. He does what he wants. Konnor, in a way, is similar to Brock Lesnar. As Konnor just got reversed, set up for a powerbomb, as there's a running knee. Running knee from Viktor, and he's going to the top rope. High rent district, as there's an elbow drop. He could have him here after the elbow. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. But like I was saying earlier, Konnor is sort of like a Brock Lesnar type of, not even a wrestler, more so a fighter. He's like a mercenary, or he does what he wants, and he likes absolute carnage. As just stomping the chest in. Now, look at this. Here's a T-bone suplex. You can call it the T-bone or the exploder. It's the same move, but there's a kick out from Viktor. 2.5. And now, looks like he's going for a suplex. He's got him up, but there's a reversal from Viktor. And a punch right to the skull. But Viktor, he dropped down to a knee. But he's going up to the second rope. Now just calling for Konnor to get up. As there's a diving axe handle. Now there's the Irish whip. And a back body drop. Now just runs over. Now just raking the eyes. Viktor may be getting a little more cheers than he used to when he was in the Ascension, but fact of the matter is, he's still kind of more so a despicable wrestler. Some things don't change, especially not in the span of 2 weeks. He's still going to be doing some of those dirty tricks that got him to where he's at now. As there's a one-handed spine buster from Konnor. There's the Irish whip and a clothesline. Now Konnor, he's got him up, and there's a big boot right to the face. And there's his signature flapjack. We've seen that in the past. He wasn't able to capitalize on it though. But he's still got the upper hand. Look at this, the full Nelson slam. He did that to James Merkerson on SmackDown last week. Not last week, I should say. Just a couple of days ago. And now Viktor, he's going to get hit with a second full Nelson slam. And that is going to be the end of Viktor. I just know it. 1, 2, 3. Yes, it is. Konnor pick up the win over Viktor. And he needed that. Because, he turned on Viktor. He risked everything to do that. Go his own separate way. If he just lost to Viktor after that, what does that say about Konnor? I mean, it wouldn't look good for him. But anyway, as Mark Henry's coming out to the ring now. It's finally time. The finals of the World Heavyweight Championship Tournament. Finn Balor, Mark Henry, World's Strongest Man, the Demon, except, I don't know. We haven't seen the Demon yet. And I honestly don't know if Finn Balor will bust out the Demon. But we do know he's got this other kind of like part of himself that if he taps into that, well, it's very difficult to defeat him. But nonetheless, that can't be on the mind of Mark Henry. And you know it's not. The only thing on the mind of Mark Henry is winning this tournament, facing Kevin Owens tomorrow night, and becoming the World Heavyweight Champion. Because that's what he does. But nonetheless, just waiting for Balor to make his way out to the ring now. And there's the black and red flashing lights. We all know what this symbolizes. It symbolizes that the leader of the Balor Club is in the building. And there he is. Finn Balor. And well, Finn's here. And you know, just like Mark Henry is, he's ready to go. Of course, if you take a look at these two men and their paths to this point. Of course, Finn Balor, he started off in NXT where he had no success whatsoever. He lost title matches, and he lost number one contenders matches. He just frequently lost down at NXT, but then the general manager of SmackDown, the Rated R Superstar Edge, he gave Finn a chance. Finn came right in. He busted through the door, named himself the captain for Team SmackDown at Bragging Rights. Team SmackDown then went to pitch a shutout at Bragging Rights, and then coming into the tournament, Finn Balor had to defeat Daniel Bryan and Dean Ambrose to get to this point, while Mark Henry had to defeat AJ Styles and Kane. And both men defeated their opponents. That's obviously how they got to this matchup. But while Mark has, and see, this is Mark's opportunity. Same thing for Finn. But ever since, you know, this whole new change in the WWE has, formed back in April, no one has given Mark Henry the opportunity that some may say he's deserved for a long time, and this is his opportunity. But Balor, ever since coming to SmackDown, he's been unstoppable. And now Balor, same thing he did starting off with Dean Ambrose, just kind of taunting, getting the crowd behind him in the match. As Henry tried for a headbutt and it got blocked, and just shoving Balor down, saying he will not be messed with, as a shot to the back of the neck and a punch to the side of the skull. Now Mark Henry with a clear advantage. I did not expect Mark Henry to actually have the advantage early on, but that's what he needs to do. Is now, there it is. Henry saying that's what he does. And if Mark Henry keeps doing what he does, well, he'll pick up the win for Finn Balor, as there's a running power slam. But if he makes even one mistake, well, you better hope that Balor doesn't capitalize on that one mistake. But there's a second rope body splash. 1, 2, and a 2 count on Finn Balor. And already a 2 count, might I add. As Balor tried to get up and Henry just kind of kicked him down, telling him to stay down. He tried to catapult Balor into the air, and Balor came down with a snapmare. As there was a DDT and there was a kick to the back. Balor now with the upper hand. This is a forearm, a knife edge chop. Oh, he missed that forearm, but Mark Henry still staggered from the chop. It didn't matter. Ducks the clothesline on Balor with a lariat, turning Mark Henry inside out. And now Balor up on the top rope, calling Henry up to his feet. And there's the diving drop kick. Now going for a cover. 1, 2, and there's a 2 count. And a late 2 count. Mark Henry's still in it, but jeez, was that a late 2 count. But now Balor with a reverse DDT. Of course, like I already said, whoever wins this matchup faces Kevin Owens at SummerSlam tomorrow night. And, well, Kevin Owens, in a way, he would have an advantage over either man, as Kevin, he's been more so a prize fighter leading up to SummerSlam, because on SmackDown, it's been so focused on the tournament. As there was a nice Samoan drop from Mark Henry, and an elbow drop. You could have him 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. But yeah, Kevin Owens, he's been more so a prize fighter because the tournament has taken center stage. It's been the focus on SmackDown. There's another 2 count. And Henry with a third elbow drop. 1, 2, and another kick out. So, Kevin Owens will obviously be fresh, but has he spent too much time out of the ring? You know? Will he have just enough ring rust to counteract the punishment that either one of these men has been putting their bodies through to go through the tournament? Oh, here's a bear hug. Mark Henry with a bear hug. Of course, Balor needs to try and escape out of this. He'll either have to submit or, escape as he's trying to fight out of it. And there's a DDT from Balor. And a drop kick to the back. Now Finn Balor, he's got, Mark Henry on the ropes. He turns around in a clothesline over the top rope. Now waiting for Henry to get to his feet as he's just perched on the top rope. And there's a diving Hurricane Rana. On out Henry, just getting lit up with Finn Balor strikes. Next to Undertaker, Finn Balor may be one of the best strikers in the WWE at this moment. Because Undertaker will always be known as the best pure striker in the WWE, but Finn Balor may be a very close second, as these two men need to get in the ring. As Mark Henry just throwing Finn Balor near Logan Garcia and the Timekeeper, and both men just going to get in the ring now. As there's a forearm, another one. And Balor just delivering the strikes once again. As there's a headbutt from Henry. And now Henry takes down Finn Balor with a couple of kicks. You don't want to give Mark Henry the opportunity, as there's that catapult. Just catapults him in the air and lets him fall to the mat. Just showing off his strength. There's no Henry. He's got Balor going for a power bomb, but Balor fighting out of it. As there's a forearm from Balor. Now Balor trying to get the fans behind him. That's not hard to do. The fans love Finn Balor. As running at Henry in a sling blade. He took Henry down with a sling blade. Now once again, getting the crowd fired up. Wanting the crowd behind him. As there's a second sling blade. And an elbow. Now Balor spins him around. He's going for the reverse Bloody Sunday. And there it is. He somehow got the big body of Mark Henry up. But it worked out as he hit the reverse Bloody Sunday. And now looking to springboard it out on Henry. This costs AJ Styles, but it works out for Balor. There's a springboard drop kick. Oh, now Balor going back up to the top rope. Oh, he wants the coup de grace. And no! Reversed. And now catapulting him up in the air again. Mark Henry. He managed to move out of the way of the coup de grace. And now here's a little shout out to JYD with the crawling headbutt. And now Henry, he's got the upper hand once again. I said neither man wanted to make a mistake. And Balor made that mistake as there's the world's biggest splash. As there's a 1, a 2, and a kick out from Balor. What a kick out from Finn Balor. Mark Henry can't believe it, but it was a delayed cover. And Balor, though, with a forearm. Now just walking around the prone body of Mark Henry, wondering what the hell do I do next? What can I do to put this man away? As he's got him in the corner. And Mark Henry just dazed and confused. And Balor wants the shotgun drop kick. There it is. Rebounding straight off the turnbuckles. And we know the coup de grace follows the shotgun. And Mark reverses it again. There's now Mark. He's got him with a pendulum backbreaker. Finn Balor, we know the coup de grace is his specialty. That's his finishing maneuver, but lately it's been getting reversed quite frequently. If there's a discus forearm, but Balor just trying to get himself hyped up now, trying to come back into the matchup. If there's a forearm, and another, and a third sling blade. Finn Balor now, he's got the upper hand. And once again, Mark Henry dazed and confused. And he's going to be hit with another shotgun drop kick. His third time the charm for Finn Balor. Will he finally hit the coup de grace? He's setting up for it. And there it is. Coup de grace. And 1, 2, 3. Finn Balor moves on to the finals, and that is the end of the Summerslam Preshow. I'll see you tomorrow night for SummerSlam. Good night.
Here's your winner, Finn Balor.
Talk about having to dig down deep to pick up the win. Whoa, I think he just put the entire WWE roster on notice with that victory. I think I can safely speak for all of us when I say that was an amazing contest.